Hello, friends, and welcome to Southeast Iowa Union Prep Sports Plus for Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Happy birthday to my mom. Happy 25th birthday, Mom. I am here kind of alone. Hunter's out today, so a moment of silence. You might think, oh, getting ready to turn it off. It's only Andy today, only one-man show. We're not here for a one-man show. We weren't promised a one-man show. Well, guess what? We got Peter's voice, the disembodied head of Peter. Say hi, Peter.
Hello, Andy.
Perfect. And we're gonna have some special guests today, like this guy. I call him Astronaut Arnie. Astronaut Arnie, you ready to hear about some high school sports? Oh yeah, I totally am. I just got back from Mars. Astronaut Arnie, you seem like a really cool Mother's Day present. If you were seems like if you were a mom and your husband gave you this as a Mother's Day present and tried to switch it up, she'd probably use you all the time, right? Oh yeah, I'd probably be the favorite one ever. It's not true. My wife hasn't used it once. Horrible Mother's Day gift by me. We're powered by Fairway Food Stores, and we are going to talk some softball, some baseball. Folks, if you were with Hunter and I last week, you knew that this week was the big one. The regional and Substate softball and baseball tournaments. My eyes look tired. You know why my eyes look tired? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see these? Those are tired eyes. Those are eyes that barely made it home last night from Davenport. Had to stop in Wapello. Shout out to the Wapello Casey's. Not quite as good as Fairway, but I don't have a Fairway in Wapello. So I stopped at Casey's to get a drink. And if I didn't get some caffeine, I might not be here today. I might still be sleeping on the side of the road. I was at Assumption High School. Assumption High School. Technically, I was at St. Vincent Athletic Complex in Davenport for the 10th ranked Washington Demons versus the 4th ranked Davenport Assumption Knights. The game to go to state, probably maybe the most marquee game state-wise for Class 3A. I mean, it's number 4 versus number 10. Obviously, 8 teams get in. Washington was this close to hosting tournament games, but instead they had to go all the way to Assumption, all the way on the gravel roads, because there are closed roads on the way to Assumption, at least the road I took. And what looked to be the end of the Washington softball season, going into the final inning, trailing 4-3, ends up a thrilling 6-4 victory for the Demon softball team and a return to the state tournament for the first time since 2013. Peter, where were you in 2013? Disembodied head, Peter?
Sorry. I was a wee lad back in those days, in the old junior high days of things.
See, a junior high student, yes. Mm-hmm. I was a wee lad as well, a college senior. And, it's been over 10 years. The last 4 years, the Washington Demons have had some very successful seasons with a lot of these kids. But to cement the legacy, especially for the 4 Demon seniors, last night was the night to do it. They go against an Assumption team they lost to. They go against an Assumption team they were knocked out by a couple of years ago. They've been eliminated by in multiple sports, including baseball, just a few days prior. Looking for the ultimate vengeance, the ultimate revenge, Class 3A Region 5. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what happened. So first off, Demons had outscored opponents 32-0 going into this game. We talked a little bit last week about how they were playing their best softball right now, but they're still going against the top seed, the top dog, a team that has went to the state tournament 9 times in a row, and I believe top 3 every single one of those times. A true road game in Davenport, Iowa. Assumption scores first. in the first inning. Then in the top of the third, we get a one-out walk from Ella Griner, a double from Colby Griner. Let me tell you about the Griner sisters, by the way. Fantastic game. This postseason, the two Griners have basically just decided they just weren't going to get out for the entirety of this tournament. They get on 2-on, 1 out. Error scores 1, and a squeeze bunt by senior Olivia Anderson works out for a safe at home to go up 2-1. So Washington's up 2-1. Top of the third. I know you're on the edge of your seat over there, Peter, almost falling off of your seat. Bottom of the third, stuff starts to go wrong. He's shaking right now, literally shaking. Bottom of the third, stuff starts to go wrong. I'll say Washington in this postseason, they've played pretty much flawless defense, pretty solid softball for all of game 1, all of game 2, and all of this game besides 1.5 inning. Because some throwing errors, some pickoff errors, some crazy stuff happens that leads to 3 Davenport Assumption runs. Now, it could have been 4. Freshman Mackenzie Messer did gun a runner from left field at home, actually on an error on a throw over to third. Went past the third baseman. Messer picks it up, fires at home. That was me firing at home, and gets the out. But it's still 4-2. It 4-2 until the top of the 6th, when Natalie Hartman leads off with a double. She eventually scores on a little bouncer by Leighton Salazar. It was actually, Hartman was on third. Leighton, the speedster that she is, just did a little dribbler, but it was maybe 1 or 2 bounces towards, I think, the Assumption first baseman. Threw home to try and get Hartman instead of taking the easy out. Hartman safe. Salazar in first. Now all of a sudden it is a 1-run game, 4-3, with Salazar, one of the fastest kids we cover, a stolen base machine. I think she's got like 56 on first. Then controversy strikes, Peter. A wave of controversy strikes as Leighton Salazar appears to steal second. Umpire was probably 50-50 on the call. He starts to put his hands like he's about to do the save motion. There's a pause. Then he says, check for the ball. You got the ball in your glove. You do. Out. And at that point, Peter, I think it felt like JFK probably felt at the Cuban Missile Crisis, where the intensity rises to such a level that you're not sure you're getting out of there. But Washington moved on. Yeah, I know. I know, Peter. 3-2, so at this point, it's 4-3. Bella Salazar, great in the circle. She gets her team to the top of the 7th. Top of the 7th, 3-4-5 due up for the Demons. Colby Griner leads off with a double that she blasted it off of third baseman's glove so hard that it deflected off the third baseman's glove, rolled into foul territory and left field and bounced around a little bit. So Colby ends up taking second on it. And I talked to her after the game, and I interviewed a lot of the girls, and I told her the sound that was, the Washington people were going crazy. Her face looked like almost flushed, like what the heck just happened? Now all of a sudden she's on second base, the tying run. Olivia Anderson walks. Here comes Bella Salazar. First and second, nobody out. 3-1 count. She decides she lays down a bunt, which the Assumption girls really weren't ready for because it was 3-1 and their pitcher was having trouble, throwing strikes at this point. And I think it surprised me because I thought, she's probably they're taking her swinging away. And the bunt coverage got messed up for Assumption. Girl fields it, looks over at first, nobody at first. Salazar safe. Now you got the bases loaded. And then with 1 out, Mackenzie Messer, same freshman I talked about throwing that ball from left field, hits a blooper in the middle of the infield that the 2 middle infielders for Assumption dive for. Now the runners, because it was a little short line drive blooper, the runners are going once it's off the bat. The 2 girls kind of dove for it, went off a glove, went off a foot, maybe even another foot, ends up getting kicked away. If that would have landed on the glove, it could have been a game-ending double play. Instead, 2 runs score. 1 more run scores on a Reagan Miller RBI single. So 3 RBIs all from freshmen. And they led 6-4. Assumption gets 1 on in the bottom of the 7th. And cleanup hitter for Assumption sent fly ball into the outfield, a shallow outfield. Shortstop Leighton Salazar chases it down from behind, catches it, and then the chaotic celebration that happened afterwards, where the Demon softball team finally able to let out that cheer, the yells that they've been holding in now for 4 or 5 years, getting so close and not going. And Washington, Iowa, your Demons are headed to the Class 3A softball tournament as a number 7 seed, playing second-seeded Williamsburg. That will be on Tuesday at 10 a.m. And whichever of our members of the Southeast Iowa Union will be covering, if it's me, be waking up probably maybe, you really think, Peter, maybe shower at night, wake up at 5, a little hairbrush, and get down the road, because 3.5 hours for me to go to Fort Dodge, and I got to be there by 10 a.m. And let me tell you, when we get back to the B block, Peter, I'm going to tell you more about that Tuesday, because this is not the only area team that will be at Harlan Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge. That's called a teaser, people. That's called a teaser. I talked about one of our teams that made it to state in the last few days. How about 3? How about 2 more teams to talk about on this episode of Southeast Iowa Prep Sports Plus? Have you ever had a Prep Sports Plus, Peter, where you can think we were talking about 3 teams going to the state tournament all in one show? I don't think so. I won't even let you answer that, Peter. But we're going to go to some commercials. We're going to come back. I'm still going to be here. My man, astronaut Arnie, still going to be here. Probably not going to get as much camera time. Sorry. Oh. Anyway, my wife hated this gift. She won't tell me. She's downstairs right now. I'm at my house. She told me it was a good gift, and then she never used it. We all know that means she hates it. It's a light. It's like a light he stands. Anyway, if they don't sell it at Fairway, it's a crappy gift. Buy all of your Mother's Day gifts, birthday gifts at Fairway. That was the lesson I learned. We're going to be back for the B block. Stay tuned. When we come back, I'll talk to you about another chaotic softball game for the Highland Huskies.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Southeast Iowa Union Prep Sports Plus with me, Andy, Arnie the astronaut, Peter Camp. No Hunter today. He's out on vacation. Oh, yeah. I give my guys vacation. I do. But that means I'm all alone. Except I got friends Arnie and Peter here. We're still powered. You know what? Peter? You're really never alone when you live in Southeast Iowa. You know why? Because you've always got friends at Fairway food stores. You've always got friends and the advertisers that support this show, this newspaper, our broadcast on Southeast Iowa Live. Please pay attention wherever they are on the screen. The commercials, the ads on the side. You got to pay attention to who supports people like me, people like Peter, people who put food on the table at our houses. Those are our advertisers. And you know what the Highland softball team put on the table? State softball qualifying banner in Class 1A. Because on Monday night, one night before that Davenport Assumption, Washington extravaganza I just talked about, I was in Riverside, Iowa, future birthplace of James T. Kirk from Star Trek. On normal days, I would have jokingly thought it was Darth Vader or something and purposely mixed up Star Wars and Star Trek. I'm not going to do that when we're talking about our beloved Highland Huskies. Little hint, if you have somebody who really loves Star Wars or Star Trek, just get it like a little bit wrong. Maybe even throw a little Hunger Games in there, Lord of the Rings. Makes them mad. Highland Huskies, 6-3, pretty close to that Washington score, 6-3 over the Iowa Valley Tigers in the battle of Cinderellas. Two teams that were not favored to be in this game. Not two of the top two seeds in the region, but if you've been watching this show, if you're a fan of this show, you know that Highland had the potential because we said it. We said, wait a minute, looking at the bracket, looking at how Highland's been playing, they beat Washington, they'd won so many in a row, they ran their record up, they were ready, and they showed they were ready. They got to host the game. The Huskies scored the first two runs both on small ball. Kinsey Roos scored both runs. She got on in the second inning. She got on in the fourth inning. Both times she was bunted over by Addison Protzman, one of the two rare upperclassmen on this Highland team. The first time around, Protzman bunts. Now this is Roos on first. Highland pulls the old Husky magic by bunting a girl over to second and then just having her keep going to third, force it even to make a throw. They couldn't do it. Got Roos on third. Next batter brings her in. And let me just get down over here so I can get my notes so I don't screw something up over here. My icing belt, by the way, was the person who knocked Roos in the first time. Second time around, in the fourth, exact same situation. Bunt by Protzman. Roos goes from second to third. This time they try and throw over to third. Overthrow leads to a run. 2-0. But it wouldn't stay 2-0 as Iowa Valley ties things up in the bottom of the the top of the fourth. All right, just making sure I got the fourth versus fifth right. 2-2 at this point. And then, wait a minute. What is this, Andy? Oh, just kidding. Iowa Valley was up 2-1. Then it was 2-2 on the second thing. Whatever. Just it's 2-2. Everyone, your mind's on the game right now. I just messed up reading my own notes. Read the story about it. It's 2-2. Bottom of the fifth. Lily Barre, who I believe I have called Lily Bear before because I've mispronounced her name, the only senior on Highland's team, steps up, runner on, again, bottom of the fifth. And let me tell you a story. I was talking to my friend Ben Lamprecht over at the Central Iowa papers, cover Iowa Valley. I said, I'm going to stand up right here to get a picture of the swing. You know why? Because I just feel like something's about to happen. And guess what? 2-run homer, deep left field, no doubter, and it is 4-2 Highland. Highland would then score 2 more over the next inning. A couple errors by Iowa Valley's defense. It's 6-2 going into the top of the seventh. Bases loaded for Iowa Valley. They score and they have the bases loaded. 6-3. Much like Washington's game yesterday, the cleanup hitter for Iowa Valley is up, and 8th grader Jillian Stransky, who's been carrying the pitching load for this Highland team, gets the out, gets the strikeout, her 9th of the game, 8th grade. She had more, well, if you count kindergarten, she had exactly as many strikeouts as grades in school up to that point. Gets the strikeout. Highland goes on to the Class 1A softball tournament. They will be playing top-seeded and top-ranked Wayne, the Wayne Cordon Eagles. Fun fact, Peter, I actually have a rivalry with Cordon. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
So let me tell you a story. They beat us on it wasn't even technically, I think it was a travel league type thing when I was in school. You know how kids now get in trouble if they post something on social media, just for example, like if they like Caitlin Clark's brother yesterday basically blamed the refs because she got injured, immediately had to delete his tweet. Everyone's freaking out about it.
Oh yeah.
Kids these days get in trouble on social media. Let me tell you, if you could look up, if you could go deep into the annals of the MSN Hotmail Spaces back in the day, the thing that came before MySpace, I think I might have threatened to nuclear bomb this town because they beat us in baseball, and we had a little rivalry for them with them. And anyway, that has nothing to do with this. But what I'm saying is, Wayne, Cordon, Highland, Riverside, they're going at it. That game is also on Tuesday. So listen, Washington plays at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. If you're going up for some softball, you got Washington. They're going to play 10 a.m. Win or lose, you got time to go, eat some lunch, not at Fazoli's, since the Fazoli's in Fort Dodge is no more. Moment of silence, Peter. Absolutely depressing.
Gone too soon.
I do have high cholesterol, though, so they say not to eat pasta or fast food, and that's fast food pasta. Anyway, then at about 4:45, hopefully this doesn't freeze up for a second, Peter. Oh, it did. I did freeze, didn't I, Peter? There I did. I did it. You know what?
We got you.
Get out of here. I try and bring up RC Band on the show. Yeah, I see low network bandwidth. I know it's not low network bandwidth. I just have 70 tabs up. So they're playing on Tuesday, the same day. No matter what happens, people, no matter what happens, both teams will also be playing on Wednesday because that is the consolations in the morning. You get a consolation game if you lose. And hopefully we'll be watching the semifinals later on Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday, there will be 4 Union area games going on at Fort Dodge, unless they're not rain. And you know what? That's not the only thing that's happening on that side of Iowa. What? There's more? Yes, there's more. And we're going to talk about it in the C block when we discuss the Hillcrest Academy versus Pekin showdown in Fairfield, Iowa last night. You won't want to miss it. We'll be back.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to Southeast Iowa Union Prep Sports Plus, powered by Fairway. I'm your sports editor, Andy Krutzinger. We've already talked about 2 regional finals. Now we're out of the regional finals, so I need you to take the word regional. If you're watching this game, you need to take the word regional and get it out of your head. We're talking about Substate finals in the sport of baseball. Holy cow, does my hair look gray today? Oh my gosh. You know fear I've had, Peter?
What's that?
I've had a fear that the next time I go in for my driver's license picture, and they put the color of your hair down on your ID.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid they're gonna say like salt and pepper or something because of the gold.
Just absolutely.
And I have like a literal light
driver's license.
Yeah. By the way, exactly. Yeah, petty on the driver's license. By the way, I just want to warn everyone, because you're gonna be getting a lot of me this summer. It's not like we're taking a break. You think we're taking a break? No, we might take a week break after everything's done, but not a summer break. But my midlife crisis is coming up in about 25 days, August 10th, 2025, the day I turn 35. So you might see a man lose all control of his life.
Are you going to buy a sports car?
I might. I might. I've been wearing more crazy sunglasses. I shout out to the people, the Mount Pleasant softball players who I told them to honestly tell me if I look stupid, and they just hyped me up, said it looked good. I don't know where they're at right now. Next week, maybe I'll put on the sunglasses, take it, that way everyone can, I just need feedback on it. Trying to get a little pizzazz in my life, get a little distraction from this. You see this? You see this? The lighting makes it look grayer. Anyway, lost track there, but midlife crisis, August 10th, whatever. You know who's not having a midlife crisis right now? Fans of area baseball. Because we had 2 Substate finals and 3 teams in the Substate finals. How does that work? How does that work, Peter? 2 Substate finals, but 3 Union area teams? That's because Pekin and Hillcrest, in the ultimate grudge match last night, a game between 2 North Division rivals, 2 teams that had played each other. Pekin, I believe, won the first one 8-7 this year. Hillcrest won the second one 2-0. So these are 2 teams that know each other very well, going for that spot at Merchants Park in Carroll. And what happens, Peter? A 1-0 Hillcrest Academy win. Why? Because Hillcrest Academy had one of the most on-fire pitchers. Really, they have one of the most on-fire pitching staffs in Class 1A right now. But senior Phoenix Anderson, who had to battle to get past Highland in the quarterfinals. He comes out, he gets a little rest during the semifinals, comes out, pitches a complete game 2-hitter. 7 innings, 72 pitches in those 7 innings. Not very many pitches at all. Walks 3, hits a batter, but only gives up 2 hits and strikes out 7 Pekin Panthers. And Pekin's got some good kids in their lineup to will his team to victory and get Hillcrest Academy back to the state tournament for the first time since 2008. What were we doing in 2008, Peter?
Oh, back in the days when I was a wee lad, I was about 7, so I was probably watching Barney. I think I watched football for the first time in 2008, so that was a big year for Peter.
Whoa, yeah, I mean, that's Ricky Stanzi, Marvin McNutt, 2008. Sean Green, senior year. Sean Green. I could walk out of my closet right now and pull out my South Carolina University of Iowa Outback Bowl sweater from that year. Great year. If Sean Green would have stayed one more year, Iowa would have probably won the national championship. Just a little fact for you. But instead, he went to the NFL and got rich. Anyway, I was a college junior. No, sorry, I was a high school junior. 2008. Hillcrest scored 1 run, obviously, because it was 1-0. Duh. Captain Obvious over here. Mason Bender finishes with a double and an RBI. bringing in Seth Hours in the first inning of the game. The bottom of the first, the only run of the whole game. So a tough one for Pekin. They had Henry Adam on the bump. So this one went quick. I was at a softball game. Baseball games never get over before softball games. I was at the Washington softball game. I looked at Twitter to see, all right, what's happening with the Pekin Hillcrest game. And it was like in the 6th inning when the Washington game was in the 4th. So those two, Henry Adam and Phoenix Watson, absolutely put on a show on the mound. But I think I said Phoenix Watson. I meant Phoenix Anderson. Got him messed up with New Lens, Memphis Watson. So just a quick little rewind. Because last week you'd have known, I believe we talked about the Hillcrest Highland game. So Hillcrest upset Sigourney, the top-seeded, one of the top-ranked teams, a team that was at one point number 2 in Class 1A. They upset Sigourney over the weekend in the 5 o'clock game. And then in the 7 o'clock game, it was New London and Pekin won a battle against New London. So that set up the Pekin-Hillcrest game that was last night. Hillcrest wins, and they will be playing in the opener of the Class 1A, really the opener of the state tournament of anything. 11 a.m., they'll be playing Remsen St. Mary's, a team that we have so much history with in this newspaper. It seems like we're always playing at these state things. They'll play at Merchants Park, Carroll. Beautiful place to take pictures, to watch games. You know what? Everyone just go ahead and take your vacation right now and go get a hotel space for like 5 days in between Carroll and Fort Dodge. You can go back and forth, watch these teams. Hillcrest will be there representing the number 8 seed against the top seeded Remsen St. Mary's Saints? Crusaders? Saints? I think Saints. Anyway, so Hillcrest Academy through. Congrats to Coach Danny Hirschberg again. 2008, the last time they made it. Had another shot. Cardinal was in Ottumwa facing South Central Conference foe Sheraton, a team that they had beaten once out of 3 times in the regular season. I was kind of tuning into this game as I was covering my game. Sheraton scored the first 3 runs. They were up 3-0 in the first inning. Cardinal eventually got 3 runs back. Sheraton scored once more, though. 4-3 in the top of the 7th. Cardinal gets a couple guys on. Maybe it's one guy on. But fly ball to center field, tracked down by the Sheraton outfield. And unfortunately for Cardinal Comet fans, faithful, come 1 game short of the state tournament. Let me tell you, it was a great run for Cardinal. They had to go all the way over to I-35 this weekend, beat them 6-0, had one of the best pitching staffs in the entire state, and really just that first inning against Sheraton, a state tournament team from last year, by the way, that Cardinal had to go against. So really promising future for Cardinal. Maybe we'll see them at Merchants Park before too long. If they would have won, they would have been playing on Tuesday, and we would have had 4 first-round games on Monday and Tuesday between softball and baseball. But instead, Hillcrest plays Monday morning, not to be confused with the song Sunday Morning by Adam Levine's Maroon 5, and also not to be confused with the song Sunday Morning by Gwen Stefani's band, No Doubt. See what I did there? Going right back 2008, the last time Hillcrest Academy was in the state tournament. But and then on Tuesday, Washington and Hillcrest both play. Washington at 10, Hillcrest at 4:30. Now listen here. No matter what happens with Washington and Highland, I think I just called them Hillcrest. That was a lie. Washington plays at 10 a.m. Highland plays at 4:30 in the softball tournament at Fort Dodge. No matter what happens, win or lose, they play again on Wednesday. Hillcrest's got a win to play again. If Hillcrest wins, they will play on Wednesday at 4:30. So a lot of stuff's going to be going on at the same time, guys. Hopefully, because hopefully everybody wins. But we'll be on that side of the state, running around. I think spending more time, and I think I'm probably going to get some hotel space for Dodge, at least for Tuesday night, maybe, so I can catch some area postseason games. And when I come back next week, I'll probably be even more tired. or Hunter will, depending on who goes. That'll be late July. And at that point, hopefully we have some state champions or at least some top threes or whatever. We're going to do that. That's actually true. Next week, when you watch the show, I just realized it won't be over yet. It won't be over yet. It's not over like that kid from Harry Potter says. If I wasn't trying to be a good boy today, I would have said the kid from Star Wars got it wrong on purpose. So you do make people mad if they're big fans of any of those shows. I'm pretty much just babbling at this point. Basically, next week, everyone, don't take my word for it. Go to the Iowa High School Association Girls Union websites. Go to Varsity Bound brackets to see where our 3 Union area teams will be playing. And that's it. That is it, Peter. That's all I got. You got anything?
I think we got this all wrapped up like a bow.
Like a bow and like a boss. Shout out William Kassouf. If you know who that is, you're a real one. Peter, did you get to watch the Fever game last night since you were at any games? Because we weren't able to broadcast on Southeast Iowa Live being in Davenport. So you had the night off from sporting events. Did you watch the Fever? Or did they try and take out our girls? I saw some clips.
I did not watch the game. However, I did see some clips. Yes, and it's interesting.
Hey,
it's interesting.
I want to give our award. We've been given awards. I want to give a Speak Your Truth award to Colin Clark, Caitlin's little brother, who tweeted out about the WNBA refs and then deleted it immediately. But people got screenshots. I agree. And when all this is done, I'll be on the front lines back with you, Fever Nation. Right now, I'm just busy with baseball, softball. So tune in next week. 95% chance you're going to be seeing this face. Probably still a 95% chance you're going to see the face of Mr. Hunter Moeller. Give it like a 10% chance that you see the face of Arnie the astronaut. Probably not. I don't know. He's just been rejected so much. I wanted to give him a little love. That's all. See you next week, folks.